In the intricate dance of human relationships, caring deeply often feels like the ultimate expression of love and commitment. However, when that care becomes excessive or unreciprocated, it can morph into a source of vulnerability, one that diminishes your perceived value and shifts relational dynamics in ways you may not intend. From a Stoic perspective, the antidote to this imbalance lies not in suppressing emotions, but in embracing indifference, apatheia, a state of non-attachment that paradoxically strengthens your position while fostering inner peace. By choosing to stop caring, or rather by redirecting your emotional energy inward, you create a powerful psychological shift that can evoke unexpected reactions, including panic, from those who once took your affection for granted. Stoicism teaches us that external events, such as another person's actions, decisions, or feelings, are beyond our control. What we can control is how we interpret and respond to them. Marcus Aurelius wisely observed, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." This principle empowers you to release attachment to outcomes you cannot influence, focusing instead on cultivating virtues like temperance, self-control, justice, fairness, courage, fortitude, and wisdom, reasoned judgment. When applied to romantic or interpersonal dynamics, indifference becomes a tool of empowerment, a subtle yet profound recalibration of relational power. As Epictetus noted, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." By mastering your response, you transform what might seem like detachment into an act of quiet strength that commands attention and respect. This article explores the transformative power of indifference through the lens of Stoicism, revealing how letting go of excessive concern or neediness can spark panic, reflection, and even renewed interest from others. Through practices like rational detachment, strategic silence, and principled engagement, you learn to navigate relationships with grace and resilience. Ultimately, the goal is not manipulation or coercion, but alignment with virtue, ensuring that any outcome stems from genuine mutual desire rather than desperation or obligation. As Seneca reflected, "No man becomes braver through ease or indulgence. True strength lies in mastering yourself, and in doing so, you unlock the ability to inspire admiration while upholding ethical integrity." Understanding the nature of caring versus indifference. Before delving into why indifference sparks panic, it's essential to clarify what indifference truly means within the context of Stoicism. Indifference does not equate to apathy or coldness. Rather, it represents a deliberate choice to detach emotionally from outcomes beyond your control. While caring deeply reflects compassion and investment, excessive attachment can lead to dependency, suffering, and diminished self-worth if left unchecked. The pitfalls of excessive caring. When caring tips into obsession or neediness, it signals to others that your happiness hinges entirely on their presence or approval, a dynamic that undermines perceived value. People are naturally drawn to those who exude confidence, independence, and stability. By allowing your emotions to dictate your behavior excessively, you inadvertently communicate fragility, which erodes respect and admiration. As Marcus Aurelius advised, "He who lives in harmony with himself lives in harmony with the universe." Inner harmony requires balancing care with detachment, the virtue of indifference. Indifference, as practiced by Stoics, serves as a protective mechanism against unnecessary suffering. It enables you to engage fully in relationships without becoming emotionally entangled in outcomes you cannot influence. Seneca wrote, "Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control." By practicing indifference strategically, you reclaim agency over your emotions and actions, ensuring that your conduct aligns with virtue rather than reactive impulses. Practicing rational detachment. Rational detachment involves observing situations objectively, without allowing emotions to hijack reason. This practice helps you process interactions with clarity, ensuring that your responses reflect wisdom rather than impulsivity. Examining impressions. Critically, every situation begins with an impression, an automatic thought or feeling triggered by external stimuli. For instance, her withdrawal or neglect might provoke feelings of inadequacy or frustration. However, as Marcus Aurelius urged, examine your impressions, test them as gold in the fire. Question whether these interpretations are accurate or exaggerated. Are you assigning undue significance to her actions, or are you misinterpreting intent? Delaying reaction. Strategically, instead of reacting impulsively, pause before responding. Strategic silence creates psychological tension, prompting the other person to reconsider their stance. As Seneca noted, anger begins with folly and ends with repentance. Avoiding hasty reactions ensures that your eventual response reflects reason and purpose, rather than emotionality. Demonstrating unwavering composure. One of the most striking ways to evoke panic is by maintaining unshakable composure. A Stoic demeanor signals confidence, self-mastery, and indifference to external provocations, all qualities that destabilize manipulative strategies and command respect. Avoiding desperation or neediness. Desperation undermines perceived value, signaling dependency and fragility. By refusing to chase, plead, or react emotionally, you communicate abundance, a belief in your inherent worth regardless of external affirmation. Temperance ensures moderation in expressing interest, preventing overtures that could be misinterpreted as neediness. Leveraging nonverbal cues. Body language amplifies the impact of composure. Stand tall with good posture, make steady eye contact, and move deliberately rather than reactively. Studies show that up to 93% of communication effectiveness comes from tone, gestures, and facial expressions. A composed demeanor paired with confident body language instantly conveys self-assurance and earns admiration. Upholding justice and fairness. Justice, one of the cardinal Stoic virtues, calls for treating others fairly, even when they fail to reciprocate. Responding to neglect or rejection with fairness and kindness reflects moral fortitude and ensures that your actions remain aligned with virtue. Respecting autonomy. Justice requires respecting the other person's autonomy and right to choose their own path. While it may be tempting to question her decision or seek closure aggressively, such tactics violate ethical conduct. Marcus Aurelius observed, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." Rising above pettiness demonstrates superior character and fosters long-term respect. Offering grace without compromise. If circumstances allow, extend grace strategically. For example, "I'm glad you found happiness moving forward. Wishing you all the best." Graceful gestures disarm hostility and highlight your maturity, potentially prompting reflection on her part. Strengthening your inner world. Rather than focusing on external validation or altering another person's behavior, redirect your energy inward. Strengthening your inner world builds resilience, enhances self-esteem, and ensures that no one has the power to disturb your peace. Investing in self-improvement. Dedicate time to pursuits that enrich your life and deepen your sense of purpose. Whether learning new skills, pursuing hobbies, or engaging in physical fitness, investing in yourself boosts confidence and reduces reliance on external affirmation. As Marcus Aurelius advised, waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. Reflecting on virtue. Regularly assess whether your actions align with Stoic virtues, wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. Ask yourself, am I responding to this situation with reason and compassion? Am I prioritizing ethical conduct over fleeting emotions? Reflection reinforces commitment to virtuous living, anchoring you in timeless principles. Eliciting panic. Through strategic indifference, choosing not to engage emotionally or reactively creates cognitive dissonance for the other person, challenging their assumptions and prompting introspection. When someone anticipates a specific reaction, e.g., pleading, anger, and receives none, they are forced to reevaluate their perceptions and behaviors. Creating psychological tension. Silence speaks volumes. By withholding attention or effort, you create space for the other person to process their thoughts and emotions. Dark psychology identifies scarcity as a powerful motivator. Limited availability heightens perceived value. Strategic indifference leverages this principle ethically, ensuring that your absence inspires reflection rather than resentment. Maintaining boundaries. Firmly boundaries protect your emotional well-being and signal self-respect. Politely communicate your expectations. I value open communication. If this isn't possible, I'll need to reconsider our dynamic. Boundaries ensure that interactions remain respectful and mutually beneficial. Transforming loss into growth. Paradoxically, choosing not to chase transforms loss into growth. It challenges you to examine your perceptions, refine your communication skills, and deepen your understanding of human relationships. Learning from the experience. Every interaction offers lessons, if you're willing to look closely. Consider, what could I have done differently? How can I improve my approach moving forward? Learning transforms setbacks into stepping stones for progress, embodying the Stoic ideal of continuous improvement. Practicing gratitude shifts your focus from what feels lacking to what you already possess. Express gratitude for supportive relationships, personal achievements, and opportunities to grow. Gratitude shifts perspective, highlighting abundance over scarcity. Marcus Aurelius reflected, "He who has learned to be grateful looks upon all men as his benefactors." Inspiring regret. Through authenticity, the alignment between inner values and outward actions, is universally attractive. People instinctively admire those who live authentically, refusing to conform to societal pressures or superficial norms. Stoicism champions authenticity as a path to eudaimonia, flourishing, urging practitioners to pursue meaningful lives guided by reason and virtue. Clarifying core values. Identify your core values and let them guide every decision. For instance, if honesty is paramount, communicate transparently regardless of consequences. Living authentically reinforces self-respect and inspires similar behavior in others. Justice demands equitable treatment, fostering environments where respect thrives organically. Sharing vulnerabilities. Thoughtfully, vulnerability, when expressed strategically, humanizes authority figures and fosters deeper connections. Share personal stories or lessons learned from failures, demonstrating humility and relatability. However, avoid oversharing, which risks undermining professionalism. Balance vulnerability with discretion, ensuring authenticity remains intact. Conclusion. The quiet power of indifference. When she expected you to crumble under pressure, chase desperately, or reveal vulnerabilities, but found instead that you chose rational detachment, composure, and ethical integrity, you transformed a potential challenge into a testament of character. By embracing Stoic principles, detachment, justice, courage, and wisdom, you elevated yourself above trivial provocations, commanding respect while preserving your dignity. True power lies not in dominating others, but in mastering yourself. As Marcus Aurelius concluded, "He who does not know what the world is does not know where he is, and he who does not know for what purpose the world exists does not know who he is, nor what the world is." Understanding your place within the broader tapestry of existence empowers you to lead with purpose and conviction. Through Stoicism, you unlock the ability to inspire admiration, not through manipulation or coercion, but through excellence, earning respect while upholding ethical integrity. In doing so, you exemplify the essence of Stoicism, finding harmony within yourself while contributing positively to the world around you.